The movie reviewed in this episode is rated R. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Scary Movie Nights podcast. The podcast where the scares are real, but the friendships, they're realer. I forgot what comes next. Oh my god, I've never done this before. Tonight, we are going to be covering the 1999 found footage classic, The Blair Witch Project. That's Joanne.
And that's Mariana.
Joanne, am I doing this right? Okay.
No, you're totally doing this right.
So as you can see, I'm doing the intro, which doesn't usually happen, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But I do want to start with asking Joanne, what had you documenting your hike this week?
I was documenting my hike this week, actually today, because Brian ordered some Christmas gifts that were apparently like super delayed, and so they just arrived today, and I'm actually kind of geeking out about this Christmas present, like late Christmas present. You know those like big hoodies?
Yeah,
like the oversized. Yeah, so like he got me two
Oh my
of those. I'm so excited.
He knows you so well.
He actually does know me really well.
You need two because
so
you need
soft.
one for like when you're washing one, you need to have the other one available.
It's a backup.
Exactly.
Humongous hoodie. You know what I'm saying? They're so soft on the inside. I was so excited that I was like, Brian, cancel all of my weekend appointments. Except I'm not actually doing that. I have a lot of really cool stuff I'm doing this weekend. So I'm really excited about these, and I cannot wait to wear them, even if it's just for a short time. But anyway, what had you documenting your hike this week?
I was documenting my hike this week because this past week was my birthday, and we went to Brazos Bend State Park, and we ourselves had an IRL hike. I invited like 20 something of my friends, and like pretty much everyone showed up who was in town. And it was just so lovely and fun. I felt so loved. So that's why I'm documenting my hike this week.
We literally documented
that hike. We saw 6 alligators. It was excellent.
Which was crazy because it's so cold outside.
Yes,
it was cold that day.
It was perfect. So yeah. Okay, that's enough about that. Let's stand in the corner for the Blair Witch. Now, listeners, we are moving into our spoiler-free section. So if you've not seen the Blair Witch Project, this part is safe to listen to. However, we highly recommend that you listen. So if you want to go ahead and pause now and then go watch the movie and then come back and listen, you can do that. You can also listen to the spoiler-free section, then hit pause, then go watch the movie, then come back. Or you can also do whatever you want because this is your life and you're living it. But let's get started. Joanne today has prepared our spoiler-free research synopsis section, which is why I'm doing a lot of the speaking right now and why I'm fumbling it a little bit because I've never done it before. But let's go ahead and listen to our synopsis.
Yay! You did a great job.
Thank you. Okay.
That. But it's fun, right?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Switching roles is great.
It's like fresh. It's like
I know,
new.
right? It's snappy. But yeah. Okay, so I wrote the synopsis myself. I mean, I had a little bit of inspiration from Wikipedia, but I typed it out myself. So, The Blair Witch Project, 1999, is a found footage psychological folk horror film that follows 3 college students, Heather, Mike, and Josh, as they set out to film a documentary project about the Blair Witch, a local legend near the town of Burkittsville, Maryland. The trio hike into the Appalachian Mountains to film some footage and soon find that not all myths are to be taken lightly.
Ooh, I love a movie that revolves around like an urban legend.
Me too.
So good.
And you know what? Like, I actually did not even think about this movie being a folk horror film.
Me
but
neither.
It totally is.
Me neither. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
It's American folk. It's American folk horror, and
absolutely.
I love that. You know me, I love like the folky crap, like even like the pilgrim shit, you know what I mean, like the witch and stuff. Yeah, like I love it. It's so good.
Is that an Easter egg?
Yes, you should know by now that I love folk and witch shit. Okay, like I love it. I live for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this film was written, directed, and edited by 2 dudes. So 2 dudes. This is like
That's
their passion
crazy.
project. It was Daniel Merrick and Eduardo Sanchez. They kind of came up with this idea during their college years and eventually like developed it into this film.
That's like super meta. Because this is a movie about college
so
students
meta.
making a movie.
No, yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. And we'll talk a little bit about the inspirations a little later,
Yeah.
which like it totally makes sense that they made this movie. This movie stars 3 people: Heather Donahue, Michael Williams, and Joshua Leonard. And the interesting thing about it is that instead of using fictional names for the characters, all 3 actors used their real names in the film.
Which is insane.
Which is actually kind of
diabolical.
crazy. Yes. Well, Heather Donahue actually regrets doing this. She said that she had trouble finding new roles, primarily because she used her real name. And I think it was hard for her to sort of like get away from that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I guess people would like recognize her or recognize the name, and so like they didn't really want to hire her.
I can imagine, especially because when this movie came out, like everyone thought it was real, like it was real found footage, and
Yeah.
it seemed like these were real like people,
Oh, yeah,
and they were real people, like those were their real names.
Yes, the advertising for this movie was insane, and it started as early as like film screenings.
Wow.
Yeah, which we'll get into a little bit later.
Yeah.
Auditions for this film. This is kind of cool. Auditions for this film were held at Musical Theater Works in New York City. The advertisement said a completely improvised feature film would be shot in a wooded location.
That's so vague.
It's so vague, yeah.
But also,
It's
that's
we could take you to
crazy.
any woods. Any woods.
So these people were like in real life yelling at each other out there. Like
Yeah, for
that's
real.
crazy.
Yeah, for real. Donahue said that during the audition, Merrick and Sanchez posed her the question, "You've served 7 years of a 9-year sentence. Why should we let you out on parole?" To which she had to respond, and she actually responded with, "I don't think I should be allowed out." And I was like, whoa, insane. So both Sanchez and Merrick said that out of like the plethora of people they auditioned for this role, she was the only person to say that. So she was kind of a shoo-in for the role.
Wow,
like, right
yeah,
away.
she really stood out because her character's a little bit unhinged.
She is. And she actually, like the inspiration for her character came from I think it was like a film student director. And she was like, complete panic when there was confusion and complete self-assurance when things were still going wrong or something like that. Like she was like,
Yeah.
I based this off of literally a real director, which is
Literally
really
the
funny.
whole time she's like, we're not lost, we're not lost.
Yeah, we're not lost.
They
All
were
the while they're like
definitely
doing
lost. They're
circles
so lost.
throughout the whole thing. Joshua Leonard said he was cast due to his knowledge of how to run a camera, as no omniscient camera was used to film the scenes. Even so, the other 2 people actually got like crash courses on how to use camera and the DAT equipment, which I think it's like for sound.
Yeah, they keep saying dat, and I was
The
like,
dat,
what's
yeah,
that?
the dat.
What's that?
What is that?
What is that? But
they
wait, so they recorded like everything
They
themselves?
recorded literally, yes, like most of the film, I think except for like 1 or 2 scenes, was footage that they had recorded themselves.
That is insane. So these people starred in the film.
Yes.
They used their real IRL government names.
Yes.
They also were basically like, what is it called? DP, director of photography.
Director of photography, yes.
Technically.
Cinematographers.
Oh my God.
They were everything.
That's
yeah.
insane.
As a matter of fact, like this is a fun little fact, but you know at the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
where Josh is like arguing about the distances on the
Yes,
camera lens, and
yes,
he's
yes.
like, no, that's in meters or that's in whatever. That was real. Like that was Josh actually being like so confused. He was like, I don't know actually
It's
know
like,
how to
I've
work
never
this.
used a camera before.
Yeah.
Do you think that they were like auditioning and they were like, do you have any experience with like cameras? And they were like, oh yes, of course, I have so much. And then they were lying. Because I recently
Like people lie on the resume.
I saw an interview with like, I think it was Mia Goth, and she was in Frankenstein in Guillermo del Toro's. And she was like, yeah, I lie all the time. Like every time they're like, oh, do you do this by any chance? And she was like, actually, funnily enough, that's a passion of mine. And she's like fully lying to get roles. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta
Honestly,
do.
I don't like. I'm not knocking it. I'm
And
just
honestly, like
surprised.
Mia Goth is such a great actress. I'm glad she did that.
I think so.
I'm
Lie
glad she did
more.
that. Lie more.
Kids, the lesson here is you should lie more.
Just lie your ass off. Really anyway. So there is a little bit of a controversy with the film when it comes to compensation for the actors. In October of 2000, Donahue convinced Williams and Leonard, so the other two actors, to sue Artisan, which is the production company, and they reached a $300,000 settlement for each of them.
Good for that. Still feel like that maybe is not enough. Like how much did? Maybe we'll get to it later. But how much did this movie make?
It made like I want to say it was an insane amount more than like the budget actually was. Actually, they made hand over fist money from this film, but the actors recall living in poverty after the success of the film.
Jesus.
They were barred from saying anything publicly, and they had very few options since they had no proper union or legal representation when the film was made.
Oh my God.
I mean, they were like up and coming unknown actors, so like they didn't really know what they were doing. Obviously, like reading contracts is kind of a mess.
Have they done anything since this?
I don't think that they have. I didn't see anything. I didn't look them up.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wait. It looks like Heather Donahue's been in a couple things.
Okay,
Apparently she was in the 2016 Blair Witch, which I haven't
they were
seen.
Let me
So
see,
she's been in a
Michael.
couple things. TV a little bit here and there. She was in It's Always Sunny.
Okay, so she was?
Yeah, apparently.
Michael Williams was in Satanic Hispanics, which is a great little movie, but it's as a dog walker, so it's not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like what's his face? Joshua Leonard was also in a few things. So they did do a little bit of acting, but I definitely wouldn't say that these are like
no, they're not
household
well-known.
names.
No, they aren't, which is a real shame because like the movie was actually really great.
Yes.
And they did most of the work for it. I mean, honestly.
You know what's crazy though? Like I literally was like looking over your research like before because we were supposed to record this a couple days ago, but it was raining. And I looked over the research and I read the names and I didn't even catch that those were the real names or anything. I was like, because to be honest, like I didn't focus on the characters' names at all that much while I was watching.
Well, you know me, I'm really bad about remembering names anyway, like the character names. So yeah, I didn't catch it until I read this.
Yeah,
Literally
every time we're recording an episode, I'm like, wait, this person, and I have to like scroll all the way back. I'm like, oh, this person.
And I'm always asking you, wait, what's her name?
What's her name? Who? Barb?
Yeah, what's her face? Yeah. So production for this film was developed from a 35-page screenplay. And nothing else. Most of the dialogue was actually improvised.
That's crazy.
Yes. Principal of photography, which, by the way, principal photography is when they do most of the shooting for the film. That's something I did not know. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
Yes, I've been doing this research.
Yeah, see, this is my first time doing research.
But sometimes they have to do like reshoots and stuff like that, and or like they record like random background. I don't know.
Yeah, like beef roll or whatever.
But I will say this: it took me a long time to finally click on what principal photography was. Like I would write about it.
When did you do that?
I don't remember, but it got to maybe Jaws. I was like,
maybe Jaws. Wait,
Jaws was like that was really far into this podcast.
Yeah, it was. It was literally like a few months ago, but okay. Principal photography began on October 23rd, 97 in Maryland and lasted 8 days. The three actors shot all the footage shown in the film except for one interview about like Rustin Parr's murders. So they shot this entire film themselves.
That is insane.
Yes. Most of the film was shot in Seneca Creek State Park in Montgomery County, Maryland. A few scenes were filmed in the historic town of Burkittsville. Some of the townspeople interviewed in the film were not actors, and some were planted unknown to the main cast.
God.
So to them, they were like doing like real interview work.
This is crazy. So they just sent these actors out there. And they were like, take these cameras, go talk to people, ask them about the Blair Witch.
Yes.
Does that mean that the Blair Witch is like a real thing?
So that's actually kind of confusing because no, they made this up.
What?
So I'm not sure.
So how are they interviewing locals about it?
I'm really not sure.
That's
actually, that's a really good question.
Maybe there is like a similar legend that they were asking about.
So they were. Okay, so there was like an inspiration for the legend of the Blair Witch, but I'll get into that a little later. All right, so for filming, the actors were given clues as to their next location through messages hidden inside 35 millimeter film cans left in milk crates they found with satellite navigation units.
Wait, so were they like backpacking out there in the woods?
Yes, they were just camped. Like
They were like living in the woods for 8 days.
Here's this camera. Here's the DAT. Go camp in these woods. Like they literally just sent them out.
My
no one was with them. They had
God.
like radios and stuff to communicate with them.
Wait, that's crazy
But like they
though.
did not have anyone else with them. It was just the three of them with the camera.
That's crazy though. So
Yes.
they're living in the woods.
Yes.
They're doing all the work.
Yes.
They're improvising these performances.
Yes.
Some of these performances they probably weren't performing. They were just actually really
They were
annoyed and
actually
yelling at
hungry.
each other.
They were hangry, actually.
Were they hangry?
Yeah, so part of the production was influenced by one of the producer's memories of his military training in which enemy soldiers would hunt a trainee through wild terrain for 3 days. The directors would move the characters a long way during the day to make them really tired, to exhaust them, harassed them at night, and deprived them of food.
Oh my God.
So I read an interview in Vice.
That's gotta be illegal.
All of the, low-key,
No.
I mean...
Well,
also, they did say they had no union.
Oh my
So they, like all these older movies, bro, like they're just like,
This isn't even that old. Like this is 99. This is like right at
99.
the cutoff of what we call
Yes.
oldie.
Right.
That's
crazy.
It's insane. Well, so I read the interview in Vice because they interviewed all 5 of the people, like primarily involved with the film, and the actors did say that at no point were they starved, and at no point did they feel unsafe. And there's a quote by one of the directors saying, "Your safety is our top priority. Your comfort is not." So they would do, okay, so this is the example so they would give them like a sandwich and chips for lunch one day.
Yeah.
And then the next day would just be a sandwich. And the next day would just be chips.
Oh
and
my
the next day would
God.
just be like
Air.
something smaller, you know? So like they would deprive them of food slowly over a few days to sort of like
Get the
mimic-
desperation.
Yeah, mimic like what the
Oh
characters
my
were actually going through in the film.
God. Did they like know of this ahead of time, like when they signed up to do this? Like when
Yeah,
they were, like,
it was I mean, I don't know if they knew specifics, but they did know it was going to be uncomfortable because the casting call did say like you will be uncomfortable.
That's right. It
like-
did say in the woods,
yeah,
wooded
in the
setting.
woods, and so like they actually specifically asked for people who were comfortable camping and hiking.
Okay.
So like they
Wait,
knew it was
imagine
gonna be
you lie
tough.
about that.
Yeah, I've been hiking so many
I've
times.
been to every national
I've
park,
literally
and I
camped.
love backpacking.
I'm camping right now outside actually, so
I'm homeless. Jesus. Oh my God.
by September 2016, the Blair Witch Project has been officially budgeted at $60,000.
Wow.
Although after marketing costs and reshooting some things, the total cost of the film has been estimated as ranging between $500,000 and $750,000.
Wow.
But that's after like everything was said
Yeah.
and done.
Yeah.
Actually producing the film, etc., was $60K.
Wow.
They managed to film about 20 hours of raw footage, which was cut down to 81 minutes.
Oh my God.
The editing process took more than 8 months to complete.
Oh my God, I can
Yeah.
imagine. Imagine trying to find like good footage of these people running through the woods. That sounds sort of okay.
Yeah. So in the box office, the film earned, so remember, it had a $60,000 budget.
Yes.
The film earned $1.5 million from 27 theaters in the opening weekend. Opening weekend.
Oh.
And as it
my
got more and more
God.
popular, it kept expanding. So at the end of its run, it grossed $248.6 million worldwide, over 4,000 times its
Holy-
original budget.
I think that's the most. Or
it might be the
most that a movie has ever made that we've holy
Yeah,
shoot.
that's insane, right?
That is insane.
And, you know, like the actors were not compensated despite them like literally filming the entire movie themselves.
Yes, that's crazy.
So that's why they sued and that's why they got so much money.
God, I feel like they
as
deserve
should.
more.
Honestly, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
This is a fun fact. In Italy, it set an opening weekend record for a U.S. film. Yeah, I don't know
The
if it still
Italians
holds
were
it. The
eating this up.
the Italians like, let's watch some Americans get
Oh
fucked
no. Oh my God.
Now, the advertising had a big role to play in this. So the Blair Witch Project is thought to be the first widely released film marketed primarily by the internet. Wow.
Wow. This was like at the dawn of the internet, too.
Yes, the dawn of the internet. Yeah, it's credited to being like the first viral film before any of the social media that we think of today allows stuff to become viral. During screenings, the filmmakers made advertising efforts to promulgate.
That's a fun word.
Promulgate.
Promulgate.
Basically, like, spread
the word.
The events in the film as factual, including the distribution of flyers at festivals such as Sundance, asking viewers to come forward with any information about the missing student.
Whoa, that's giving the videotapes, the Ring videotapes that they would use on people's
that's
cars.
Exactly. I love a good advertising campaign, dude. The more you can immerse me in this shit,
that's so scary.
This campaign tactic was that viewers were being told through missing person posters that the characters were missing while researching in the woods for the mythical Blair Witch. Yeah, the IMDb page also listed the actors as missing, presumed dead in the first year of the film's availability.
Oh my god.
The film's website contains materials of actors posing as police and investigators giving testimony about the casework and shared childhood photos of the actors to add a sense of realism.
That is insane.
Yes.
That's kind of psychotic.
So in the interview, they also said like that it was crazy for them to like the actors because their family members were getting phone calls and stuff about like, oh my God, is Heather okay? And like all this other stuff. And like they couldn't really say anything, but they had to like assuage fears somehow.
Yeah, they had to be like yeah, no, she's fine. She's good.
She's fine. She's good, girl. She's right here.
Heather's living in poverty, but she's here.
Don't worry, she'll win $300,000 in a settlement later.
Oh my God.
Which is actually not a lot of money for how much the movie made.
It's not.
Compared to how much it cost.
It's not.
So the legend of the Blair Witch is actually completely fictional. It's a legend fabricated by Sanchez and Merrick, the writers, which is detailed in a mockumentary called The Curse of the Blair Witch, on the released in the Sci-Fi Channel. In developing the mythology behind the film, the creators used many inspirations. For instance, several character names are near anagrams, like Ellie Kedward is Edward Kelly, a 16th century mystic. And Rustin Parr, the fictional 40s child murderer, began as an anagram for Rasputin.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Rasputin is a Russian love machine.
The Blair Witch is said to be, according to legend, the ghost of Ellie Kedward, a woman banished from the Blair township for witchcraft in 1785.
Oh!
Now, this is based off of a real woman who was persecuted for being a witch. Her name was Moll Dyer. She was accused of witchcraft in Maryland in 1697, banished into the woods where she died, and her legend involves a curse on the town influencing the Blair Witch myth.
Oh my gosh.
So I think there is like a real myth that a witch will haunt you, etc., but it's not the Blair Witch, it's Moll Dyer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The directors cited influences such as the television series In Search Of and horror documentary films Chariots of the Gods and The Legend of Boggy Creek, but they also credit The Shining, Alien, The Omen, and Jaws, the latter film being their major influence, as the film hides the witch from the viewer for its entirety, increasing the suspense of the unknown.
Wow.
It's crazy how much Jaws is referenced by all these directors, because like our last episode, which was Stranger Things, like the Duffers like also were inspired by Jaws, which is insane.
Right.
Because it's such a different type of horror, Jaws, compared to like Blair Witch, which is very like folky paranormal, but yeah, like you never really see a whole lot in the movie, but it's so scary.
Yes. Well, it established so many things really well, I think. Like Jaws honestly was such a great movie.
Yes.
That nobody had really seen something like that before. So I think Spielberg did a really great job of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now it won some like minor awards, but what was funniest to me is that the 20th Golden Raspberry Awards gave Heather Donahue its Worst Actress Award.
Oh my God.
And nominated producers Robin Cowie and Greg Hale for the Worst Picture Award. And I love the title of this award, at the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards.
Stinkers Bad Movie.
The film won the biggest disappointment category and received 3 nominations: Worst Picture, Worst Actress, and Worst Screen Debut. It's the worst screen debut for Heather, Michael, Josh, the Stick People, and And the world's
stick
longest
people.
running batteries, because you know those bitches lasted
Yes,
forever.
That's, oh my God.
It's so true. They were using those all night
my
for like 3 days, you know.
That's
Okay,
so funny.
so there were a couple of sequels. One was Book of Shadows. I think it's like
Wow.
Book of Shadows, The Blair Witch 2. And it was pretty bad. I did watch it a long time ago. Granted, I was playing my Game Boy Advanced while I was watching
Okay.
it, so I remember very little of it.
Wait, I thought
but-
this was a literal book. I was like, oh, they were
no,
a
no.
book.
No, it was a movie, and it was not great. It was poorly received by most critics. A third installment announced that same year did not materialize, so people were like, we've had enough of
Yeah.
that. However, in 2016, there was a direct sequel to the original film called Blair Witch. Screenwriter Simon Barrett explained that in writing the new film, he only considered material that was produced with the involvement of the original film's creative team.
Wow.
Yeah. He only considered that to be canon, and that he did not take any material produced without their direct involvement. So he wanted to stay really true to the source material.
I like that.
Me too.
I appreciate that.
I think that's
Wow.
honestly when sequels work best, is
Yeah.
when they like just do like the source material and
And I
not
feel
try
like
to add anything in.
Blair Witch, it leaves so much mystery in the air that there's so much potential to like develop something new. I
haven't seen the 2016,
Yeah.
actually.
It was okay from what I remember, because I think we went to the movies to watch it. And it was like good.
that was 10 years ago.
I think the problem with this, well, I'll talk about it later during the opinion section,
Yes.
but like you really have to believe it a little bit to enjoy it. You have to buy in,
Yeah.
In April 2022, Lionsgate was looking to reboot the Blair Witch Project with a new installment. A new installment of the Blair Witch Project is officially in development at Lionsgate, with Jason Blum and Roy Lee producing as of April 2024.
So is this going to be like a sequel to the 2016?
I don't know that they have said, but I really hope that they do a good job of it.
Oh my God.
Honestly, like found footage has found its footing lately. Like
Did you just come up with that? That's so good.
off the cuff, al azar, como dicen en español.
Wow.
No, yeah, it's with like Hell House LLC and stuff like
Yes,
that. Like,
yeah.
I think it really has taken off, which is awesome because I love
I
found
also
footage
love found
films.
footage,
There's,
yes.
it's so cool.
VHS.
I've not seen
Oh my
VHS.
God, VHS is good.
Okay, I have to
love
watch it. Yeah,
VHS.
but that's really all I have for the no spoiler section. To be honest, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, listeners, so we're going to move into our spoiler-full section. So like I mentioned earlier, now's the time to hit pause, go watch Blair Witch, and then come back. Or if you've already watched it, go ahead and keep listening.
Joan, what did you think of this movie?
So I actually really love this movie. Like, as you know, I love folk horror. Folk horror
Yes.
probably is my
Top genre?
top genre, yeah.
Okay.
Because all of the folk horror movies I've ever seen, I'm like, that really resonates with me for
Yes.
some reason. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because folklore is such like a human experience. Like everyone can sort of like relate to some part of it.
Yeah.
Like I just always love, like I watched Freywaka not too long ago. That was really freaking cool. We watched that one about the mom who was the witch, Hellbender. No.
Hellbender.
Hellbender?
Hellbender.
That was so freaking
That
cool.
was so good.
I actually really love
It
that.
makes me think of like The Watchers or
Yeah.
The Ritual. Have you seen The Ritual?
Yes, I have seen The Ritual. The Ritual was so cool.
I really enjoy folk horror. I think my top horror genre is supernatural. Like that's
Yeah.
what gives me the biggest spooks. And this is both of those.
But I love
Yes.
folk. So this is like both of those things coming together, and it's so spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky, ooky, ooky.
So, you know, I mentioned earlier, like, there's really a certain way that you have to enjoy the movie. Because a lot of people, I think, when they engage with horror, they have this very, like, on the surface thing about it. Like, they don't want to make themselves vulnerable. Like, they don't want to be scared about it. And so, like, they refuse to suspend disbelief. And they just see it as, like a... What am I trying to say
John's
here? Like,
making hand motions,
hand
and
motions,
I'm trying to read them,
it's
but I don't know.
you know, anyway, they look at it on the surface, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to really engage with the content. And this movie, for you to really enjoy it, you have to engage and you have to
100%.
suspend that disbelief.
Yes.
Like, you have to believe that these children are missing, or these
Yeah.
not children, but these college students that they're missing, right? And
I also don't think it's hard because it does, the footage looks so like amateur. I
Yeah.
guess because it was amateur, like truly.
Yeah.
And it feels very real. Like I didn't find it very hard to buy in personally. But
Yeah.
that's just me. I don't know other people. But I bought in immediately and I bought in real easy. I was like, oh, these people are lost.
Yes.
Where are they?
Yeah. Well, like, that's part of the advertisement too, because I didn't go too much into it. I really should have, because the advertisement is what drove the success of this film. Like, they had MySpace pages about it, they had websites about it, they had like news reports about it, they had newspaper stuff
Yeah.
about it. Like, people truly thought these 3 people were missing, and they were like, where the hell are these college
Yeah.
students?
Yeah.
How are we gonna find them? Can I join a search team? Who do I donate to?
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, like,
That's
it was a
crazy.
phenomenon. Like, people were really concerned, and I wish
my
Brian was here to
God.
talk about it. He doesn't like to like be on the podcast really, but like, the way he describes it was, when they left the theater, everyone was in shocked silence. They were like, what the hell just happened? Because they thought that was real.
Yeah.
Imagine finding out it wasn't.
God. I mean, I feel like I'd be glad. Like, I feel like if they were like, psych, I'd be like, thank God.
Yes,
Thank
psych.
God.
Actually, I'm right here. And I'm poor, so please help me.
Surprise. I'm living under the poverty line.
Yeah. I also really enjoyed the shaky camera footage and all
Yeah,
that.
I like it.
Again, found footage film, probably my second favorite thing.
Yeah.
But like, what did you think about all of the?
I do agree that you have to buy in. I didn't find it hard to buy in, but I think the reason you have to buy in, how many times have we
Times
said
can you
buy
say
in?
buy in?
The reason you have to is because it is kind of a slow burn.
Yeah.
And I think this is almost like close to being like very psychological thriller, because like these people are like under distress to the point where like at one point, the very first time I watched this movie, I was like, oh my God, like, are they under like, is there supernatural forces at play here that's like making them get lost in the woods, even though they're like messing with the compass or something? Or are they just delirious from lack
Or
of food?
is it Mike
lack
throwing
of
the map in
sleep?
the river?
That was crazy, by the way. Mike,
What the actual F?
that was uncalled for. Heather was being annoying.
Unhinged. Oh my God, Heather was literally the worst. I don't know,
My
Did I say
God.
this earlier? She took inspiration from like a director from film school that she actually knew.
That's
and she was like,
crazy.
yeah, I just acted like them, that they were in complete control when things were confusing and in total panic when things weren't going well.
Oh my
or something
God.
like that.
That's crazy.
But she was like, I know exactly where I'm going actually.
I
And
think,
I'm like,
I'm not even too mad at that, even though she didn't know where she was going. The worst part to me is like Mike and Josh.
yeah.
They were so freaked out, so scared.
Yes.
Like, there was the added factor randomly that Josh kind of took the camera from his work and he wasn't supposed to, and he
Yeah.
needed to put it back. So, like, there's all this added stress. They don't have enough food
Yeah.
out there. They're freaking out. And Heather's putting a camera in their face.
And then-
how is that going to help anything?
And then Josh disappears. Oh, let's not forget that. That was
gosh,
crazy.
that was crazy.
Like, imagine you're just hiking and you turn back and suddenly your friend is gone.
Yeah. And his disappearance was when I was like, oh, something crazy is going on, especially
Yeah.
because right after they find like a bundle of his teeth.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Were those his teeth?
I think it's his teeth.
You're so
it's like
right.
his little flannel. Like, yeah, it's like
You're so
it's Josh's teeth.
right. I didn't realize
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that fucked me up
Yeah.
just now.
For
right now.
sure. It was just so scary, and up until that point, like, you've heard all these noises, but they're all things that could potentially be explained away until that point.
Yeah.
Where it's like, can't
Like,
explain the
Mike
teeth away.
didn't put his teeth
Can't
there,
explain the
it
teeth
was
away.
flannel. Yeah,
It's bloody.
flannel.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Also, I want to say that she had like the best intentions in mind, but she should have told Mike what she found. Because
You
at
think
the
so?
end, Mike is like all gung ho about looking for Josh going into that house, which I have thoughts on the house, by the way. When Heather, like, she knew Mike was a goner. Like, Mike is not just out there freaking toothless hanging out. Like, Mike is dead.
Mike
Come
is probably
on.
dead, yeah.
Mike is probably dead. Some other thoughts that I had is that it just like really, it's shaky footage. It's hard to see. Sometimes it was hard to hear. We had to turn the captions on, but it's so scary because it really like draws like from your imagination, and your brain is doing like all these cartwheels, like imagining the worst, like what is happening. And we have like all these like IRL urban legends. Like obviously this one was made up, but it's based on a real one, and we've all heard these urban legends.
Yep.
And like, I mean, growing up, like when I was a child and someone told me about La Llorona, like,
Ooh.
terrified.
Yes.
Terrified.
100% actually. So, fun story, a little bit of lore. My grandparents owned a ranch in Honduras, which they were very fortunate for. Like, that was a big privilege to own your own land.
Yeah.
And as much as they owned, especially, there was a river right next to their property. You kind of had to go down, right? Because, you know, like, the legend of La Llorona is, like, she drowned her kids.
Yes.
And so they would tell us these scary stories by the fire to scare us from going to the river at night.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was a cautionary tale, but also it's like, don't go in the water at night or La Llorona will get you or whatever.
Terrifying.
Bro, tell me why my cousin. Bro, we are down there. Okay.
At night?
No, during the day.
Okay,
But then it
okay.
starts, like, dusk sets in, and, like, the sun starts, like,
No.
setting, and he was like, we have to hurry back or La Llorona will get us. And, like, he was old enough to where, like, he knew it wasn't true, but, like, I was young enough that I was flipping shit. I was
my
literally, like,
God.
hyperventilating. We're
Oh my
running up
God.
this, we're running up this, so we're running up this hill.
We keep
which is-
singing lately.
we're running up this hill, and it's, like, gravelly, so it's, like, slippery, and, you know, like, we're
Yeah.
wet. Girl, I trip and I scrape the entire side of my body. Like my torso, not just my arm.
Wait, that's crazy how this like fake made up story to keep you safe got you hurt. They're like,
Yeah.
Joan didn't drown, but
Yeah.
he did get road rash.
Bro, I literally was like sobbing. I was like,
Oh my
because
god.
I didn't want La Llorona to get me. So
that's
like,
so scary. No, that's so fucking
so
scary.
the way they did it was
no,
they
I
put
get
honey on it. So honey is actually really good at like it
yeah.
like healed up really quick.
Wow.
It was bad though. I was like, oh shit, is that gonna scar?
Oh my god.
It didn't, but yeah, I like maybe that's one of the reasons why I love folk horror so much, because I was so like that was like my introduction to horror, like is the
Yeah.
folklore in Honduras.
For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Dude.
What was the original point?
Oh, I was just talking about how like with folklore, these like urban legends, like it really
Yeah.
gets your imagination going, and it's so scary. It's so
Yeah.
scary and so spooky.
Yeah,
like
it is really scary.
So I think like the fact that you have this very vague urban legend, and you have these interviews of like the town people talking about it, and you have these people being like, "Oh, I don't go in the woods. This man killed these children. I don't
Dude,
go in the woods." Like
Dude,
it's scary.
do you think that these actors low-key started believing it a little bit?
I
Because
would.
they were hungry, they were thirsty, they were tired, sleep deprived,
And
they
they're
had
out there
just
alone.
They're out there alone, and they're just interviewed all these town people talking about some witch in the forest.
Okay, like so this
Girl.
is kind of like conflicting for me, because in theory, like when you put it like that, that's so scary. But also I really love camping.
I've never been.
Extremely peaceful.
That's cool.
Although I've never done this kind of camping. I've never done true backpacking where you're like out in the middle of nowhere. Like the only camping I've ever done, you're like, you know, you're in a tent, but there's like another tent like 20 feet away from you, so it's like not as scary.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think I have like a super good like
True camping,
true
like
camping.
woodsman,
But
woodswoman.
I enjoy hiking, and I like camping, so I don't usually associate like being in the woods with scary. Maybe I should.
Yeah. I actually do. I hate being in the woods at night. That shit scares me.
Okay.
It does.
No, I get that. I think if I were alone in the woods and I'm like backpacking with like a few people, I might be spooked. But
Yeah.
another thing that might be spookier to me is like a wolf gonna come out and eat me, or that kind of thing.
That's the thing. You don't need witches, girl. You have
woods are
all
scary
sorts
on
of
their
animals
own.
and bugs and all sorts of things that can get you, bro.
Bugs,
Mosquitoes.
yes. That's true.
Hello.
That's true.
I mean, I'm down for camping though.
We should go camping. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we
I like
should, and then we
camping.
should tell scary stories.
Ooh,
Yay!
scary stories to tell in the dark.
One thing I didn't mention in my no spoiler section, because it's kind of spoilery, is that scene where Mike and Heather are like running from something in the woods, and they're
Yes.
like, Mike, run!
Oh my god, I hate that part. Yes, that part was so
Girl,
scary.
actually, I read on I think it was the Vice interview that I think it was one of the directors running at them in like full white.
No.
Yes.
Did they know it was the director?
I actually don't remember that part, but they did get chased.
That's so scary.
They did get chased.
That's
and
so scary.
That's really scary, and that's the part of the reason I asked is, do you think they started to believe it towards the end? Is because like the acting actually I thought was pretty good.
I liked it. Whenever which is like, I think it's in one of the movie posters where she's got the camera on herself and she's crying and she's kind of like admitting everything. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing, like, and she's crying. I thought that was really good too. So I was surprised to see that she won Worst Actress.
The Raspberry Award. Hello.
The Awards.
And like I don't think like it's not Oscar worthy or anything,
Well, yeah.
but like
Yeah.
it was definitely really good.
It felt real.
Yeah. What did you think about the ending?
Fuck.
One of the best endings in movies.
The ending is so excellent.
Yeah.
The ending is, you just see Mike standing in the corner and you know exactly what's going on. Also, like, I want to talk about the infrastructure of this house in the woods, because that is quite a piece of like architecture. It is a
Right.
2-story house with a basement in the middle of the woods. Who built that? Who was the Blair
Surely not
Witch's
the
realtor?
Pilgrims.
It looks like modern. Like, it doesn't
Yeah,
look like
exactly.
an old
Yeah,
cottage.
yeah.
Like, you think of like a house in the woods that a witch lives in, you think of like a cottage like made of sticks,
Yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
thing. But no, dude, it's like there's drywall in there.
Dude, I wonder if it's one of those like illusion things where you see what your mind kind of like the witch influences you to see what you think is like creepy.
2000s architecture.
Yeah. The modern.
Okay, but I feel like that wouldn't be as creepy as like an old cottage.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. Like in Cabin in the Woods, or like in like an Evil Dead or
Cabin in the
something.
Woods kind of thing. Yeah.
That's actually
so
very
funny.
true. So another thing about the ending for the film, the production company that acquired the rights to the film actually asked for a reshoot of the ending. They didn't feel like it was punchy enough.
What?
Yeah.
So wait,
they
this is not the reshoot though.
No, this is not the reshoot. So they filmed a few alternate endings, some gorier, some like other types of endings, because they felt like it didn't make sense. But eventually, both Sanchez and Merrick decided that for their film to be good, the best ending was the one they had originally shot with Mike standing in the corner.
I love that ending.
So yeah,
are
they
the
kept
other
it.
endings out there? Like, can you like find them on YouTube or something? Because that'd be interesting.
We should look them up. You know what? I bet you they might have been in a DVD bonus.
I also really
extra
remember,
content.
like, I remember the ending. Like, I don't know why I remember there being more. Like, I remember Mike standing in the corner, but I swear to God, I remember something with like feet levitating off the ground, because that's like an interview at the beginning of the movie.
I think that might have been the ending to the 2016 one. I don't remember though.
Okay, maybe I need to watch the 2016. But I don't think I've seen the 2016 one. I don't. Maybe I have. Huh?
No, you probably haven't. You probably haven't. I mean, it's very similar to this one, from what I remember anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously different characters because it's a direct sequel.
Is it like more meta where it's like, okay, we're gonna go see what happened to these kids that disappeared making this documentary the first time?
I'm pretty sure that's what it
okay,
is,
wow,
yeah.
okay.
So, yeah, I think the movie is honestly excellently made.
Yeah.
It truly is the, not crowning achievement, but like the blueprint, I guess, for found footage films.
Yeah.
Because after this movie, you have, like I said, Hell House LLC.
Yeah.
You have Paranormal Activity.
Oh my God, Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. And there was one other one that it highly influenced that I forget.
I can't wait till we get like a found footage movie that is all footage from like a Ring doorbell.
Bro, for real. Wait, have you seen this movie? Was it Host maybe, or is it like it's about a girl who has who's like on a webcam, and it like all happens like in the webcam background and stuff like that. Apparently, it's one of the scariest movies like ever made.
Ever?
Yeah.
What is it
We
called?
need to. I don't remember. I think it's called Host.
Host 2020.
I think so.
Wait, that sounds-
98% on Rotten Tomatoes, 4.3 out of 5 on Shudder. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Host. People say it's like one of the scariest movies ever.
Oh
So
my
you should
god.
definitely watch that.
Wait, this actually
technically,
looks really scary.
It's kind of a found footage film, right? Because it's
Yeah,
like
I would call this found footage.
yeah, it's kind of the same way.
Oh my god,
But you
okay, I
also
just found,
have
like, a
found
really
footage
spooky
films
picture on here.
like Lake Mungo. Lake
Like Mungo
pretty
is good.
And
I like
the
Lake
Poughkeepsie
Mungo.
tapes. You ever
The
seen that?
Poughkeepsie, that sounds...
Shout out to my friend Zach for actually showing me this film because yeah, it's
Poughkeepsie tapes. Real?
it's pretty good. It is not real.
oh,
hopefully,
no, I haven't seen it.
But it is fucked up.
Jesus. Oh,
If you want to always have to look in your closet before going to bed, watch this film.
oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
Can we call Creep no.
yes.
Yes?
Yes. Because it's recorded from a first-person perspective.
You're right.
And it's technically found footage from Joseph's stash of tapes.
Oh my god, yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, now I really want to watch Host, but it also looks really scary, so I feel like I want to watch it with like people. Like I don't think I can watch this like
You should suggest that for the next scary
I think
movie
I
night.
will.
Yeah, Host.
It's too late. Can I
It's
change
too late.
mine?
No. We've all, not all voted, but you voted too.
I voted already. Okay. Should we get into the good, the bad, and the spooky?
I think so.
I'm cold.
I'm cold too, girl.
It's getting
Let's snuggle
cold.
up to this fire.
Let's
I don't think
get
we said this in
closer.
the beginning. Like, we're actually in Mar's backyard.
Yes.
It's super cozy out here.
Because of the fire, but
because of the
it's
fire,
been
but
chilly
it's
in
cold.
Houston,
Yeah.
so.
Woo!
Ooh,
Actually, let me come back
winter.
because this is better. All right, Mar, what's you good?
Okay. Hold on, I have to get my computer again. I love the camera work, and I love the interviews at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think it's like excellent exposition to really build like the lore and like the, you know, the story of the Blair Witch. It's excellent setup. I also love how like desperate these poor kids are because they're out there in the woods for like, not a super long time, but they're like days longer than they intended to be.
Yeah.
They don't have food. They didn't lose the map, but like there's no map.
There's no map.
Mike threw away the map
Mike,
because
what
he was
the
angry,
frick?
which is crazy. But I think arguably like even if he hadn't thrown away the map, like
No,
I don't
they would
think
have still been lost.
Yes.
They were lost with the map.
They were lost with the map. They had no idea where they were. So like that's so scary, just being lost in the woods and just the ambiguity of the legend itself. It just like it makes you think the worst. It's so scary, and you're just like you never get to see this entity. Like you never get to see the Blair Witch. You get to see little piles of rocks, which are so scary, and then you get to see the little stick people. So good, so good. What's
And
your
the
good?
longest running batteries ever.
Yes.
My good, again, the camera, very good, yes. I know that sometimes in movies I knock the camera quality. Like
This is true.
Like in 28 Days Later, I was like,
Yes.
girl, why is it so grainy? Please record it not on a potato.
They recorded it on Nintendo
A
DS.
Nintendo DS. Yeah, but it really works for this movie. I think it really adds to the realism of like they're just college students and he's borrowing this camera from
Yeah,
work. Like
yeah.
it might not even be the best camera, you know?
Absolutely.
3 characters, awesome choice. Like
Yes.
you don't need any more. It really adds to the isolation when they're in the woods camping. Really well executed. I love the folk horror.
Yeah.
Like the creation of the Blair Witch mythology.
Yes. I
amazing.
also on the 3 characters thing, I also think it's perfect because there was times where like one of them is freaking out, one of them's having a hard time, and the other 2 are sort of off to the side, and it
Yeah.
like it adds. Like if I'm out there in the woods, I'm hungry, I'm scared, and I see my 2 friends over there talking and they're talking about me, like that's just gonna add to the stress. Like I'm gonna be fucking pissed off.
Yes, yes.
No wonder they were out there yelling at each other like that.
Yeah.
Because they were literally out there these
And they
actors,
were
which
they
is
were
crazy.
depriving them of food
Yes.
too.
Oh my
so
god!
they were
Whenever Mike is eating the leaf, do you think that was real? He was like, "They didn't
Mike
give me
was
chips
like,
today."
It's salad. And I also love that it's like essentially, like I said, a blueprint for found footage.
Yeah.
I really love the Blair Witch for that.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Thank
Kudos to you for
you.
that. One of my top 3 favorite genres. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. What about the bad?
So for me, the bad, there's not much, honestly. I think there could be punchier moments, like when they find certain things, there could be a little bit more to that.
Yeah.
It's never truly explained. I think it can add to the mythology and the scariness of it, but I do wish that they would have made it a little punchier.
Yeah.
Now, knowing that it was 3 amateur filmmakers making
Not even filmmakers, actors.
who were given a crash course for 2 days or whatever, kind of I forgive them for that.
Yeah.
It's a great film. Great job, guys.
So good. I think for me, it was just the movie like frustrated me at times, but that's not really a bad thing. Like I think it just adds to the movie. I do think some of the time it was hard to tell what was going on. Like you really had to be actively listening and actively paying attention, because there are like multiple scenes where the screen is black and you just have to listen for what's going on. And it's mostly just Heather screaming about the dad. Where's the dad? Get the dad. The whole time I'm like, what is the dad?
How are you gonna cross that log with the dad?
Yeah, they're crossing logs, all this stuff.
When they come across the log for the second time, my heart broke.
Yeah. Oh,
was
and
really sad
she's
for
in
them.
denial. She's like, no, it's not. And
Yeah,
then
it's
she's
not
like, it is.
She's like,
it's the same log.
It's the same log.
It's the same log. Crazy. But I really don't have very many complaints. Those are just like
I don't
petty
think
little
so.
things. Like
Yeah.
Heather was being really annoying, putting that camera in their face when they're freaking out, but it added to the film. It's so spooky. I like the pacing. I like the shaky camera work, and the end is just
Perfection.
chef's kiss.
Honestly, it's really good.
yeah. What's your bad?
Getting lost. The bad. No, the spooky.
The bad. Wait.
No, I think I did the bad.
I usually go first.
I know
so
you
was
do.
confused. Oh my god. Okay.
Switching's got us
What's your
messed
spooky? What's
up.
your spooky?
Getting lost in the woods. Hello.
Amen.
I mean, I think like the map is like symbolic of like that one thing that just keeps you sane, even though it
Yeah,
might not
the
even
hope.
work. You know what I mean? Like the hope.
Yeah.
It was like their talisman or something. And
Yeah.
having lost that, it's like, give me the compass, and they were fighting over
Oh
the
my
compass.
god, it's crazy.
Very, very spooky. A spooky myth actually being true is the spooky part 2.
yeah.
Girl, this might happen to me, although I don't chase ghosts and witches.
Or go camping that much.
Or go camping that much. No, I mean like learning about something spooky,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it's like actually coming true. Like my worst nightmare.
This is like Logan always wanting to pick up magical items, even if they're cursed.
Correct. Have you ever heard of the legend of La Sucia?
No.
Okay, this is, I think, an objectively, not objectively, like an exclusively Central American legend, maybe
Yeah.
Honduran for sure.
I've never heard of this.
So La Sucia
Oh my god, but you're about to scare me.
she only attacks men.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So apparently the legend goes that like if you're walking down the street, and usually it's to a drunk man.
Okay.
And the man would see this like very beautiful woman from behind, and then he'd like flirt with her, try to like get her to sleep with him, and maybe he's like cheating on his wife or his girlfriend or whatever.
Oh my god.
And if he like touches her or approaches her, she turns around and it's like this decrepit monster, and who would then attack the man. If he got away, he was lucky. And so it's like a very cautionary tale, like don't be out late drinking and womanizing, like.
Oh
So,
my god.
La Sucia, yeah, there's a lot more to it, but
Wait, that's crazy.
La Sucia
I've never
is really
heard
cool.
of that.
Yeah, La Sucia, the dirty woman.
More like El Sucio.
El Sucio,
going after
exactly.
women by
Hello,
themselves.
please, mind your
Jeez,
business.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. What else is spooky?
Also, at first, it feels like they're turning on each other.
Yes.
And that's really spooky because, like, they're really the only 3 people out there,
Yeah.
And, like, if they can't rely on each other, then who can they rely on?
Yeah, literally.
What's your spooky?
Okay, my spooky is the ending of the movie.
Yes.
The film's ending is so excellent. It's so scary.
Amazing.
Yeah, being lost in the woods in general, but specifically like the random little things that are like unexplained, like the sticks, when they find all the sticks hanging from the trees.
Yeah.
God. Ooh, so scary.
I feel like I need to listen more to the beginning of the movie, like the interviews. 'Cause I
Yes.
feel like they might explain some
The
stuff.
interviews,
I know they explained the corner thing.
They do explain the corner thing.
Yeah.
And then the rocks are like, they find 7 piles and it was like 7 kids at
that's
first.
what it
And then
is. Oh, 'cause they're looking for the graves.
And then they find 3 piles outside of their tent, and I think that was supposed to represent
Oh
their graves.
shit! Yes, you're so right. Girl, look at you. I
Yeah.
did not catch these. To be fair, I was having fun.
We were like, Joanne was a couple glasses of wine.
You know,
in.
just a couple.
It was my birthday, so we were having cake and we were having a nice,
it was a
jolly
party.
old time.
It was great.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get into the rating. Did we get through all the spooky?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Now we are going to rate this movie by how... I didn't write this, Joanne did, but this is so good. How many dry leaves you would eat? Joanne, how many dry leaves would you eat?
I would eat 4.5. Yeah. So I would eat 4 leaves and then go halfway through once like, oh, I'm so full. I can't eat anymore, possibly. I'm just so skinny.
It's like, wait, it's like, oh, this doesn't, like, I've already had my fair share of fiber.
I need to track these.
Okay, I'm going to go halfsies on that last leaf with you. I'm also going to eat 4.5.
Nice,
So
okay.
we'll split that last
We'll split the last leaf. Yeah, that's only fair.
Yeah.
I think, like, for the last half of the leaf, again, like, there could be, like, punchier moments in the movie.
Yeah.
And the camera quality really worked for the movie, but it does sometimes take away from understanding what's happening.
A little bit.
So I think, like, it's not a perfect movie.
No.
But it's really excellent.
So good. It's foundational.
Correct.
But yeah, you have to be super locked in. And for me, it's just a movie that's spooky. So it's not a movie that I want to like revisit all the time because I'm like, this is scary. Sometimes I don't want to be scared like that. Sue me. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our letterboxed review segment where we read insightful, typically hilarious, actually rarely insightful.
Rarely insightful, usually hilarious.
Mostly hilarious reviews from other horror movie viewers and watchers. Joanne, you take the first one.
All right, this one's by Meg, who gave it 2.5. Boo, Meg.
Boo, Meg.
It took me 20 additional minutes to finish this because about halfway through my television turned itself off and I just thought they'd put the camera in their pocket or something.
That's so funny. That's valid.
That's such a like a modern take on this movie. It's like you can't put that camera in your pocket.
That thing is huge. They were literally hauling the data and
it's
everything.
like, Meg, they didn't have iPhones in 99.
Meg,
okay?
grow up.
Get it together.
Okay, this is by Shaban. Miss Blair Witch decided she couldn't handle the sound of these bitches constantly arguing anymore, and you know what? Good for her.
You know what? Let me just pluck these bitches out of existence.
They were being
real
annoying.
quick.
They were being so loud.
Yeah, this is Lucy, who gave it 5 stars.
Yeah.
You gonna write us a happy ending, Heather? Finally raising my rating to 5 stars because found footage horror begins and ends here. This is literally the blueprint, and I don't think anything will ever top this super specific kind of scary.
This is very niche. Yes.
Yeah, like you said, like it's just so scary. It's not like a comfort movie per se.
No, definitely not. Okay, this is by Emmy Adams. Do you guys think the Blair Witch is a MILF? Be honest.
Yes.
That's so funny.
I do, actually. And this last one is by Lily, who gave it 4 stars. Turns out that it was Anya Taylor-Joy all along.
Listen, I'm there. Come take me. Anya, I love you. Alrighty, well, that does it for us today. That about does it for today.
Read the script, Mar.
I'm done. I did it. We did it. We just did it today. We did it for us today. That does it for us today. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoy the podcast, tell your friends about us. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and rate us 5 stars in whatever app or podcast service you use to bring on the spooks.
Please follow us on our socials by going to scarymovienights.com or looking us up on any platform. You can also message us through our socials or by sending an email to spooky@scarymovienights.com.
Tell us in the comments what you think about the Blair Witch, 1999. How many dry leaves would you eat? I'm Mariana.
I'm Joanne.
And thanks for joining us for another Scary Movie Night. See you in 2 weeks.
Stay spooky. Crunch, 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 crunch.